So today we are going to see how we are going to code the selection sort. So selection sort process, we have already seen that how it is sorting, what process is being followed with this. Now we'll see how this is to be implemented. Okay, so again I'll make a list. Okay, so um, let's see. We have my list. I am taking my list and I am taking few numbers like 64, 34, 20, 35, then 5, 22, 11. Then I'm taking 90 and 24. Okay, like this, we have taken these numbers. Now, you know that in selection sort, what we are doing is we are performing the operation till last of the string. So, what I am doing is I am taking this n is equal to length of my list. I am taking this into a separate variable. Now, I am running a loop for I so I will be starting from 0. We can say I in range, and that is I'm giving up to this length. So we'll take n minus 1. Now, why I am doing this n minus 1?
because we will be running it uh,
So
because of
when
the
we are
index.
there are two things. One is the iteration, right? So in iteration, when we'll means first of all, we are selecting first element, and then we are comparing with all. Then second selecting second element, and we are comparing it with all. So in the same way, when we'll go, so the last element to be compared with the second last element with the last element at the
Okay.
last. So for example, if we have a list like this and if we are going to perform the comparison. So first of all, this element will be compared with all, right? For second position will be compared with all. Fifth, then third position will be compared with all others. Like that, when it will reach over here, now this can be compared with this only. But after that, when we'll come to this place, it cannot be compared with anyone.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the reason we are going it till n minus 1. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what I am doing is um, min val we are taking, and initially we are assigning the number at first position. So I will be number at first position over here. Okay, at the initial. Okay, and then I am now I am applying the second loop, that is comparison loop. So for j um, for j in range, and this range will start from I plus 1 and it will go till n. Okay,
Okay.
right? So when we are going to compare with this, so obviously comparison will start from 34. When we are starting with second position, comparison will start from third position. When we are at third position, comparison will start from fourth position. So that's why when I is here, then comparison will start at I plus 1.
Okay.
Understood? So that's the reason I am taking. Now we are checking if my my list of j my list of j is less than my list of or maybe we can just say min val, because we have already stored over it over here. So that's why I'm taking this min val. If this condition is true, then what is to be done? Then simply what we have to do is we have to perform the exchange, right? So we'll perform the exchange as suppose I'm taking this. We are taking the temp we are storing the min underscore val. Okay, and then min underscore val will be as my list of j, and my list of j is equal to temp. We are just exchanging the values. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Yeah.
And mm, um, now after this, what we are doing, we have exchanged the value. Now at I, we will store temp. I is equal to um, min val, min val. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Any doubt?
No, understood.
So this by this way we will be able to do all the operations. Okay, and then now I'll just print my list. Okay, so as soon we what it is done is, why this did not change.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. Just a minute.
Okay.
Just I am changing logic very small. I'll just tell you why I am doing this. So I am doing my list of min underscore val, and here I am just exchanging this min underscore val is equal to j, and then after that what I am doing is min underscore val is equal to my list dot pop, and I am taking min index out of it. Min index, sorry, min val, min val, min index, min value I am taking over here, and then with my list dot insert, and I and min underscore value I have inserted. Okay.
Okay.
Why did not do that? Still it has done this, but not fully. Why it is not doing that? I plus one. This is correct. Then when index is equal to when value is equal to j, we say it. Then my list of I is equal to, should work. Okay, let me draft it in a new way. Let me make it in another way. So what I'm doing is n is equal to length of my list, and for I in range n minus 1, and here I'm doing um, for j in range I plus 1 comma n, and then if my list of I is greater than my list of j, my list of j, then perform exchange. So we'll perform exchange. Temp is equal to my list of I, and then temp my, sorry, my list of I is my list of I is equal to my list of j, and then my list of j is equal to temp. So by this exchange will be performed, and then is there any other thing required? Greater, if this is greater than okay, and print my list. See, it has solved. Yeah, it is sorted.
Okay.
Okay, so do you are you able to understand this? What I am doing
Can
over
you
here?
walk me through the code again?
Yes, yes, definitely. So now what it is doing is this is our array. Okay. So now in this array, what we are doing is, first of all, I am taking this n over here, where I have stored the length of this list into this. Okay. Now what I am doing is I am starting a loop. So you can, as yesterday we discussed, we have suppose first iteration. So in first iteration, we have to compare the element which is at first position with all other element, right? So for that, this range is this is there. So this is to hold the position for the first element. Okay. With this first element, all other elements. So j is starting from I minus 1. So if I is at first position, j will start from second position. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, suppose this is I is equal to 0. So now my list of I is equal to 0 will be compared with my list of 1. Okay. If this is bigger, then it will perform the exchange operation.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, once this process is over, again it will go on this loop. In this loop, now j value will be incremented. So j value will be 2. Now my list of 0 will be compared with my list of 2,
Okay.
right? So until this condition is not false, it will be comparing on, first of all with 0, then with 0 with 1, then 0 with 2, then 0 with 3, with 0 with 4, till n is there.
Okay.
Okay. Once it has completed its first iteration, after that it will go to this loop I. Okay. And then I value will be increased at. So after completion of this loop, the smallest element will be at top position.
Okay.
Okay. Now, now I will be 1. So now it will start comparing from the second position. Now
Okay.
with this with I my list of 1 will be compared with my list of 3, then my list of 4, then my list of 5 till the end of this list.
Okay.
Understood the concept?
Yeah.
Any doubt?
No.
Are you clear with the selection sort?
Yeah.
It is very easy. Just you have to do some logical implementation. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the next thing comes in this is bubble sort. Okay.
Okay.
So what bubble sort is doing is bubble sort is basically just another kind of sorting. So, for example, let me open my Excel. I'll share the Excel screen. Stop and share screen. So now suppose if there are numbers like we have 34, 67 to 45, 11, 90. What I'm doing 34, 67, 11, 98 to 43 and 8. Like this, we have these numbers are there. Now, in bubble sort, this is bubble sort. Elements will be compared in the adjacent manner. Means 34 will be compared with 67. Means element at first position will be compared with second, second with third, third with fourth, fourth with five, fifth with sixth, and sixth with seventh. Like this, elements will be compared. Okay. So in first iteration, what it will do is, first of all, it will compare 34 with 67. Now 34 is smaller, no change. Now 67 with 11. So now 11 is smaller, so change will be there. 34 will be as it is. 11 will come over here. 67 will come over here, and rest will be as it is. Okay.
Okay.
Now 67 will be compared with 98. Okay, so 98 is bigger, so no change. 98 will be compared with 2. Okay, so 98 is bigger, it will do exchange. So this will be as it is. 2 will come here, 98 will come here, and then 43 and 8. Okay, now this 2 will be compared with sorry, 90 here, yeah, this is done. Now 98 will be compared with 43. So again, 98 is bigger. So till here it will be same. 43 will come here, 98 will come here, and 8 is already here, right?
Yeah.
Now this 98 will be compared with 8. Okay. So till here it will be same. Here it will be 8, and here it will be 98. Okay. Understood?
Yeah.
So now in this first iteration, the biggest element is at bottom. Okay, you can see this is 98 is the biggest element of this list and it has got its position. So just opposite of selection sort. Selection sort starts sorting from upper side. Bubble sort starts this from lower side.
Okay.
Okay. Now this list will come over here, and we'll do second iteration. Now in second iteration, again the searching will mean so sorting will start from here. In selection sort, once the top element was settled, it was starting the second iteration from second element, third iteration from third element. But here, every iteration will start from first, and now the loop will run till length minus one, till here only. Because we have already got the biggest element at the bottom, so there is no use of doing comparison over here. Okay.
Okay.
So now this 34 will be compared with this. So 11 will come here and 34 will come here. Rest elements will be as it is. Okay. Now 34 will be compared with 67. No change. 67 is compared with 2. So it will do change. Um, so it will be 2 and 62 and 67, and rest elements will be same.
Yeah.
Then 67 with 43, again it will do change 11, 34, 2, they are as it is, then 43 here, 67 here, and rest elements are as it is. Okay, now
Yeah.
67 will be compared with this 8. So till here it is same, 8 will come here, 67 has come here, and 98. Now you can see second biggest is at second last position.
Okay.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Now in third iteration, um, now these two values are fixed. Now it will run from here to this place. Okay, so in third iteration, this is 11. First of all, this 11 will be as it is in first. Then when 34 and 2 will be compared, 2 will come here, 34 will come here, and rest elements will be as it is. Now 11 means 11 and 2 will be already as it is. And 34 and 34, 43 will compare. There will be no change. Then 43 and 8 will be compared. So 34 will be as it is. 8 will come here and 43 will be here. Okay. So like this in third iteration, you can see the third biggest element is at third last position.
Okay.
Right. So like this, it will start sorting from bottom side. Understand the logic?
Yeah.
Understand the process, how this sorting is being performed?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So now we'll implement it on code. In code, we'll implement this. Um, so let's see how this will be implemented. Um, Let me share my Python screen. So is my code screen visible?
Hello.
Is my code screen visible?
Once. Uh, it's the one with bubble sort.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. So in bubble sort, we'll try to implement the same thing with bubble sort. So in this now, again, I am taking my list. One I am taking, and here I am taking some other elements. So 45, comma 32, then 41, 89, and 6. Let's suppose 11 I am taking, and then 96 I am taking. Okay, these elements I have taken. Again, I'll take n is equal to length of my list one. Okay, so we'll
Yeah.
do now. What we have to do, we have to apply the operation from every time we have to start comparing from initial only, right? But at every time we have to do comparison till this means whatever the iteration is, that value minus 1. Okay, so we'll start I in range, and this range is what will be the range? um, I in range, and what will be there? um, will take it n minus 1. Okay, that many numbers. Then for now we'll take j in range n minus 1 and then minus I. Okay. Now, why I am doing minus I over here? Because we saw when it will start sorting from last point, right? It will start sorting from last point. So in first iteration will go till last, but in second iteration will go till here. In third iteration will go till here. In fourth operation will go till here, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I am doing I. So in first time I value will be 0, so it will go till last. In second iteration I value will be 1, so it will reduce operation till here. In third iteration I value will be 2, so it will reduce the operation till here. Okay.
Okay.
Now the now what we are comparing over here? We are comparing the adjacent number. So how we are doing? My list 1 of j greater than my list 1 of j plus 1. Okay, because we are comparing the adjacent, right?
Yeah.
And if this if there is some issue, so we'll perform the swapping operation. So there is another way of doing swapping. So here I am doing my list 1 of j comma my list 1 of j plus 1 uh, equal to what it will do is my list 1 of j plus 1 and my list 1 of j. So this is another way of implementation of swapping. Okay.
Okay.
And here well, here this is done, and now what we can do is we can print my list of 1. Okay, let's see if this is sorted. So yes, this is sorted. Okay,
Yeah.
understand the logic.
Okay.
See, understanding of logic is very important. Then only you will be able to code like this, like I am coding and building the logic in front of you. So understanding of logic is very important. Then only you will be able to code freely. Otherwise, you will just by heart everything. You don't need to by heart anything. I don't remember anything. I just know the logic and I implement that logic through code, and it's working.
Okay.
Okay.
Just 1 second. I'm reading it again.
Yes, yes, yes. You can take your time and you can read it.
So, sir, how using the range function, how do we know it's sorting the my list array?
I'm giving I'm not taking the list name over here. I'm taking the list name over here.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not using the list as we were using for X in my list one. Earlier we were doing like this, and then we were printing the X, right? You were talking
Because
about this,
okay,
right? So I am not doing this. I am not taking the list name. I am just taking the list ranges. And my list means list statements I'm using over here.
okay,
Okay. Any doubt?
and then can we sort this one on the Excel sheet, the 45, 32, 41?
Sorry.
Can we sort once on the Excel sheet uh, this array, my list one?
Yes, yes, definitely. Let me show you. So is my Excel visible?
Yeah,
And here, okay. So we have this list. Now what we are doing is um, we are comparing 45 with 32. Okay. At
yeah,
first iteration. This is first iteration. Okay. And in this first iteration, what we are doing is, first of all, in first iteration, um, it will start from this. So, first of all, 45 is compared with 32. Okay. So, this means in first position for 45 compared with 32, right? So, this condition is, so let's say this condition is true. So, what's happening? 32 and 45 has come here. Rest values are as it is. Okay. Now, in second, this 45 is compared with 41. So this is also true. So now this 32 is as it is, 41 has come here, and 45 is here. Rest values are as it is.
yeah,
Okay. Now in third, now 45 is compared with 89. This condition is false. Nothing happens. Okay. So there is no. Then 89 is compared with 6. 89 is compared with 6. This condition is true. So till here it will be same. This is same. And here this is 6. This is 89. And rest 11 and 96 is same. Okay. Clear?
yeah,
Now this 89 and 6 is compared. Now this 89 and 11 will be compared. So 89 greater than 11. This condition is also true. So till here it is as it is. 11 will come here, 89 will come, and um, 96 is at this place. Okay. Now at last 89 greater than 96. So this condition is false. So nothing happens. Okay, nothing will happen in over here, and after that now process will be terminated. So this first iteration is completed, and you can see biggest. biggest element is at bottom. Okay,
Okay.
understood.
Yeah.
Now this list will come at second, right? So this is the second iteration. And in this second iteration, now what it is doing is, since we have got this element at this, so this element will not be compared anymore. It will be as it is. Now process will run from this to this place. Okay.
Yeah.
So now 32 greater than 41 false. Then 41 greater than 45. This is also false. Then 45 greater than 6. So this is true. So in now what will happen? 32, 41 they are as it is. 6 will come here. 45 will came here. Okay. And then 11, 89, 96 are as it is. So basically, let me highlight what we are performing also. So you can refer it further. Okay, so this here, this compare this is exchanged. Here, this is exchanged, and here this is exchanged, and here 45 6 is exchanged, and here this is exchanged. No, not this. This is exchanged. Okay, and then here these two are exchanged. Okay, and here there is no exchange. Okay, I'll just format it like merge cells, and this is at middle, and there is no exchange. Okay, here also there is no exchange. Here no exchange. Here also no exchange. Now is it somewhat clear? Better?
Yeah.
Okay, and now 40, 45 and 46 are compared. So this 45 and 6. So here this has got exchanged. Sorry, this has got exchanged. I need to take the different color. It was this. Okay, these two are exchanged. Now 45 greater than 11. So this is also true. Okay, so now these three are as it is. So 32, 6, then here 11, this is 45, and here this one. So now here these two are exchanged. Okay, these two are exchanged. Now 45 will be compared with 89. 45 greater than 89. This is false. Then here also there is no exchange. Okay, this is clear.
Yeah.
Now, now since this was fixed, 96 was already fixed with this. Now this 89 is also fixed. Understood?
Yeah. I understand it now. Yeah. Can we go back to the code?
Hmm.
So if it is false, the loop ends and it goes back to the outer loop, and then it starts from the next
Now,
item.
when this condition is false, means it has reached till last, right?
Yeah.
When this is false, then it will go to outer loop.
Okay.
Okay, so the
And what do you
external
mean when
external.
oh,
Hmm.
you mean the when the if statement is false or when for j in
See,
case?
this internal loop is for comparison only. The comparison that we are comparing this is being done through this internal loop.
Yeah.
Okay. When this process is shifting from first iteration to second iteration, for that this loop is there, external loop.
Okay.
Okay, so when this is being calculated, it is using the internal loop of j. When this is completed, then it is going to auto loop and it is shifting from first iteration to second iteration.
Okay. So when
So
we find the biggest one, it ends. Okay.
yes,
Okay. Understood. Now I get it. Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
If you want, you can take the photo of this so that you understand this.
Okay. I took a screenshot.
Good. Okay, so this is your bubble sort. Any doubt in this?
No.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll change it to the coding mode. Okay, now the third thing comes is insertion sort. Insertion sort. Okay. So what insertion sort is doing is the when we have suppose values like suppose I have the array like suppose my list 2 is equal to, and I am taking 7 comma 12 comma 9 comma 11 comma 3. Okay, I am taking this. Now, when we are taking 7 over here, now this is the initial value, right? Now, this value will be, um, give me a second. So, let me see how I have to explain. Um, Basically, in insertion sort, what we are doing is, well, so what we are doing is basically we are comparing one element with other element. One like 7 is compared with 12, and then 12 is compared with 9, and 9 is compared with 11, and like this, these values are compared, right? So first of all, it will take element one by one. It will get that element out from that list, and then it will place that element at the right position. So that's how this insertion sort will work. Okay, so insertion sort process is a little different from bubble sort and selection sort. So how this is to be done, let me take Excel. So first let me write the code for this and then I'll explain this. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Here I am taking, suppose I have list. Let's suppose I am taking the same list over where I have taken some other list. Okay, let me take this list. n is equal to length of my list 2 I am taking. Okay. Then for I in range, and I am taking this 1 comma n, means it will start from 1, and then insert underscore val, sorry, insert underscore index is equal to 1, and current val is equal to um, my list of I. Okay, so now wherever I position is there, that is stored at one place. Now what I'm doing is for j in uh, range, j in range I minus 1, and again I am doing it minus 1 because we are doing the decrement loop. Okay, then my list of j, सॉरी यहाँ पे कंडीशन लगाएंगे if my list of j is greater than current value, greater than current val, then what we'll do is we'll perform the exchange operation. So in exchange operation, same thing we'll do is um, my list of I, my list of j plus 1, sorry, j plus 1 is equal to um, my list of j, and I'll explain this in a short while. Just let me insert underscore index is equal to j, else just perform a break, and here my list 2. My list 2 have everywhere I have to do my list 2, my list 2, my list 2, my list 2. So my list of everywhere it is. So my list of 2 insert underscore index, insert index is equal to current value. Okay. And then we'll print my list. Okay. So see here, this is sorted. Okay. So it is a little different from what we have implemented. So till now, what we were implementing, we were selecting, or we were doing the comparison back and forth. But in insertion sort, what we are doing is we are selecting an element. Suppose we have this I over here. So at first, the I at means at zero position, whatever the element is at zero position, that will be stored in current val. Okay, and this current val will be compared with this value I minus 1. So I minus 1 will be minus 1. So minus 1 will be this position, right? So of course, if suppose you want to access the um, any element of list from the back side, so you have to use the negative indexing. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so this will start from minus 1, and it will go till minus 1, and in decrement loop will be there, right? So first of all, first element will be compared with this, then first element will be then this element will be compared with this, then this, like this, and wherever it will find that element at this position is greater, that will be exchanged with the current value. Okay, that's what it is doing. I am explaining. Oh shit. My laptop is getting discharged. Let me connect. Just give me a minute. Okay. So in this way, one by one, it will compare. We have very less amount of time. Otherwise, I would have explained it in Excel. So for now, just understand that suppose if we are starting from here, so this is compared. It being compared from last. From first of all, it is compared with this. Then it will be compared with this. It will be compared with this. And wherever we find this value greater than this value means current value, whatever it is, will perform the exchange operation. Okay. So that's how we'll do this in this insertion sort comparison. And just to save this code, I'll just save this. And did I send the yesterday's file to you?
I don't think
Okay, I'll share the yesterday's file as well.